Hey, and welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. I am back in this little dark corner of the house. I got that spot back, but we'll see how this works out, and then I might move again. But today, wow, unbelievably, Power Rangers. I know I haven't had a Power Rangers update for a while, but this is it. Power Rangers now has released what they found on Amazon.com. You can pre-order it now, guys. The Power Rangers full motion picture soundtrack, then score, the music by Brian Tyler. By the way, when I said Brian Tyler, I took it from, I forgot where, Toku Nation, that I thought it was the Transformers franchise, but no, you're right, that was Steve Jablonsky. My bad, I'm so sorry. So he did the Transformers animated series. But anyway, the soundtrack has details on it. Has it been released? It was released digitally on March 24th, the same day as Lionsgate's feature film, and in stores on April 7th. But let's look at it a little bit here. The cover art, badass. It's got my favorite it's got my favorite Power Rangers poster on it. I actually like the updated font of the Power Rangers too. It's a little bit more sleeker and nice. I might even update my own Power Rangers logo with that. But the soundtrack has been is revealed, and so here it is, guys. Here it is. The Power Rangers theme, the new one, 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Whoa! I mean, I'm like some of you guys. I don't think I want to hear some guy singing it per se. I think the music, the theme would be good, coupled with Brian Tyler's music in there. That blockbuster type music that I want to hear combined with the Power Rangers theme would work nicely, and I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. I mean, I hope it's so. I mean, it's already catchy, but I want it very catchy that I want to play it in my car. You know, I want to play it when I'm on the airplane going to a business meeting. I want to do stuff like that with it. But that's not all. I mean, this, I wouldn't say, I mean, maybe I should have warned you that it could be spoilers, but I don't think so. I mean, it's very basic titles of the song here, but in a way, I've seen movies using scores listed in the order of the movie, and there's a lot of movie scores out there that are not listed in that same order. Like, I think The Patriot wasn't even listed in that same order of the film, but movies like The Rock or Armageddon wasn't listed either. But for the most part, I think it does go along the way, and that makes it interesting on what we're going to watch. So what is here is that it's going to start off with the Power Rangers theme, or at least that's the first track. Is it going to start off with an opening that we'll get to see, 4-minute opening, or maybe just a snippet of it, and that's 4 minutes is the whole thing. But Seek Those Who Are Worthy is 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Seek Those Who Are Worthy. I think that would be along the lines of them finding the kids, right? I don't know who would be seeking. Would it be Alpha 5 to seek them? I'm not sure. But Zordon awakens, and then it's morphing time. Those seem to be maybe later on in the film. So that is interesting. So we have a whole area, a whole segment of the film that is to finding out who the kids are. And then learning who they are, and it's not listed in the soundtrack, which makes sense, because if this is about school, you're probably going to hear a lot of pop music, a lot of things from the actual soundtrack, not the musical score, but people who lend their music to it. You know, you can hear popular, probably Becky G is gonna have a few songs in there. I mean, that's she is a singer. So that part we will see from Power Rangers theme to Seek Those Who Are Worthy, and then before that Zordon Awakens. And then when Zordon Awakens and then it's morphing time, that's when we get to the meat of the movie, I think, where we actually see some Power Ranger act. Confessions is just more of, I think, the kids maybe talking together about who they are, what they've done, a little bit of background story of each person probably. See, this is when I get to the part where I know it's not going to be in order, because the Megazord on the get-go, I don't think so. I think Megazord will be a lot lower down the line, the plot line. But there is going to be a Megazord theme song, maybe a mix of Power Rangers theme, maybe probably more of a grand scale, a lot of action scenes there. It's probably Megazord fighting Goldar in that area. The one I want to look at is Birth of a Legend. Birth of a Legend sounds like it should be at the way beginning of the film. I mean, if this is not in the order that it should be, Birth of a Legend, 4 minutes and 12 seconds would be a great opportunity to have the ancient Power Rangers fighting, and then we get to know a little bit about them. We have like a background voice of Bryan Cranston narrating about what's happening before he about the Red Ranger. About Red Ranger's the only one left, and the Green Ranger turned rogue, something like that. And then we won't even know that Bryan Cranston is Zordon or is the Red Ranger until later on in the film, maybe by around either Reflection or maybe You Were Born for this. It's got a lot of tracks on this, and I like it. I like that there's musical tracks. Now, how they're going to sound the same or similar to each other, that's yet to be seen. You know how they have, like in Man of Steel or I know Steve Jablonsky's Transformers, you got that theme song that's within it, or even like the Dark Knight, the Batman Begins. They have that theme song within it. So in each of these tracks, they could have that singular theme song that is repeated within these different different scores. Okay, a couple interesting tracks here is Hold the Line. That I feel like that is the part where the Putty Patrol are coming towards the lost ship, and they have to defend their base. That's the fight scene where it's like in the desert scene. I think that's where it's going to be for that one. And Square One, I like that track because that is kind of maybe gives away that they were defeated. The Power Rangers were defeated within the film, and they're back to square one. They're back to in front of Zordon, and then maybe that's when they get to reflect upon the battle. Oh, reflection, number 16. Reflect upon what they did. Unite together. Together we stand. And I don't know. And then after would be the final stand. But it's kind of good that these tracks are very, like, it tells you a little bit about the story. But it's not enough to give away the whole movie, because there's points in here that is like in every. I mean, if you put any movie and you throw it on here, minus the Goldar and Rita, the ones that actually has the name of the title, if you put anything on here, this could be Man of Steel, right? I mean, if you look at it, you could see Lost Ship is when Clark found the ship. Reflection about he could be Clark in the church in Man of Steel, trying to reflect on what he should do. Trespassing, finding the ship. You know, it's the same thing. It's generic, which is good, because I don't really want to know the plot. So when I first saw this soundtrack, I was kind of like, I don't really want to know, but I'm gonna click on it anyway because I was worried, but I'm interested in it. So, but just looking at it, that's why I didn't put spoilers too much, because I don't think it's too much spoilers. You can throw these tracks for any movie and it will still work, minus the Morphin Grid, the Zords. But looking at it now, it looks like it's out of order. Aside from the finals, Together's Band, the Final Stand, Go-Go Power Rangers end titles, and the first Power Rangers, because it just feels like it might be out of order. I could be wrong, and it is in order. When you add these tracks together, this really only covers about, let's say 20, there's 28 tracks. Let's say maybe an average of 3 minutes is 80 something minutes of Brian Tyler's score here. You still got about 40 minutes of other things that are happening here. So a lot of times the scores even repeat themselves throughout the film. It seems like there could be some good beginnings, some good middle and ending, and just character. I can see character building within this soundtrack, with the confessions, reflection, and some lots of, looks like there's gonna be quite a bit of battle scenes, exciting battle scenes. I was afraid that when it gets to the Power Ranger part, morphing part, the Zords and Megazords, I was afraid that was going to be only like the third act and we're just going to have build with nothing really much in between. But just looking at it, you got tracks for Megazord, Destiny's probably going to be a Power Rangers theme, the Zords, Let's Ride, well, Trespassing, Power On, Together Stand, The Final Stand. All those parts, it sounds like it's a pretty good amount of action within this story, and I think that's gonna be totally exciting, guys. I mean, I cannot believe it's this month. 20 more days till Power Rangers the movie. 20 more days. We're in March. Are you ready for this? I am totally ready for this. I cannot wait to hear the music. I cannot wait to hear the new theme. And it's, if it ain't that riff that we've been hearing in the trailers, especially the first teaser, that music was epic as F. And I want to hear the rest of this. Just looking at these trailers, I don't really want to imagine too much of it. I don't really want to like start getting preconceived imagery of it, but how can you not when you're this excited? And I hope I'm not disappointed in this film. I hope it's really good. This looks great. I love what I see in the score. It shows, it has the feeling of an epic film. It has the feeling of more depth to this than what the general mainstream people who are dogging on this film are like calling it crap and things like that already without even seeing it. I've got high hopes for this. I think we're gonna have a great grand time with Power Rangers the movie, and hopefully here's to more sequels. Come on, man. Let's get this Power Rangers cinematic universe going. All right, man. Are you guys excited about this? Are you gonna get the score? Come on. This is awesome. I can't wait. It's only and it's on sale. I think it's only like $10. That's not bad. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of the weekend, guys. Goodbye.